The concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. The Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Spartans' offense will take the field first. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Wolverines come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Running to Green. Turning it on. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. That's caught. It's Stewart. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! Fitted in the window for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, third and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Finds his tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the Big House. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. The Spartans will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Off the play fake on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines!
this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies about that.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. I'm not talking about ranking trophies.
And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Taylor wants to throw it. Running into the open space. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Better find the earplug. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Collier. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Spartans are rolling down the field. Direct snap. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They'll go to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. And the Spartans line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll run the sneak for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working that left side now. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Find my matchups out wide. I love a matchup with my wide receiver. I like my guy better than yours. Quarterback finds the matchup. The wide receiver catches the football, takes it into the end zone for 6.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Unloads it left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Great place to start for this offense. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a man on the right. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough. And now and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. He might want another play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing. That's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now on second down. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Taylor wants to throw. On target to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one they were going to target him early and on. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. 3rd down play from the gun. Firing to the right, complete. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Rushes on him. He'll try to do it himself. Sweet spin. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Taylor wants to throw it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. The 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Almost had the completion, just missed it. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. He leaves it with his back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses at it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Dropping back, it's Underwood. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thompson. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Using the quick game. Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Makes the grab. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat. And he gets to the line quickly and spikes it, saves a little time, and they'll have a chance to put a 3-spot on the board before halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Past the first down marker and still running. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. At the 35, he's got room. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Michigan. Excellent pass by the back on the option. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan Trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, and recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, Dave.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You've got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
They'll leave it with him. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback on the keeper. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. On his way back from the 20. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Here's the handoff. Turning it on! He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. That's caught. It's awesome. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Wolverines have taken it inside the 20. Leaves it with the back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. 4th down and 3, and they'll try to pick it up. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this all...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. It's a draw, finding open areas. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Spartans will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The give to the tailback. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the ground game. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Breaks into the open. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Wolverines just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They have just bloodied their nose on this drive, all on the ground. It's 1st and 10. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Sends it back in motion. They'll try to power it in. He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the back. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The give to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll try the run. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. To the air on 1st down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Offense breaks the huddle. It's third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. The Spartans line up to punt it away. He makes a fair catch, couple of steps inside his own 25 at the 23-yard line. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. As has been the case for the